Okay, starting out, ships ahoy, senior citizens, sandwiches, funny ladies, birds in song, and crossed fingers. On its maiden voyage, this unsinkable liner was sent to the bottom by an iceberg. Flagship of Columbus's fleet, it was the only one of the three that never made it back to Spain. Yeah, sadly she ran aground. All but one U.S. battleship is named after one of these. Humphrey Bogart played Captain Queeg in this Herman Walk story. Captain Queeg. I'm gonna wind up kicking myself when I see this, but I'm not gonna try for it. The Emmy-winning dingbat on All in the Family. Terry Garr. Oh, Gene Stapleton. Ocular term for belief that some people can cause harm just by looking. I do believe I was overthinking it. She played Lucy's best friend, Ethel. When arthritis made it too difficult for her to knit, she started painting at age 76. Grandma Moses. Large signs hinged together and worn on front and back as advertising. Nautical name for the sandwich, also called a torpedo. The three ships raided during this 1773 event were the Beaver, the Dartmouth, and the Eleanor. His title was honorary, but his finger-looking-good recipe brought him real acclaim. Age of very old man played by Mel Brooks in famous comedy routine. The 2,000-year-old man. Though ill, this much-honored actor came out of retirement to make Ragtime and a TV movie. Though not a funny lady, this comic known as Mr. Television often dressed like one. The other reasonable choice would be Milton Berle, Uncle Milty. Triskaidekaphobia is the fear of this. It sounded like a word that I've heard before. This activist group of senior citizens adapted their name from a black organization of the 60s. Usually turkey and bacon on 3 slices of toast. It sounds appropriate for or after cards or golf. Captain Cook named the Hawaiian Islands for him. Now, just a minute here. 1, 2, 3, 4. None of them are being accepted as a phrase here. Now, what kind of bug could do that? Well, guess I'm losing 400 on this. Now, depending on the mechanics of the game, they should not be able to answer either. That is an odd bug. Who was would be option number 2. Very, very strange. Tender is the Night comes from John Keats' ode to one of these. A nightingale. Comic strip hero noted for his voracious raids on Icebox. Gathering lunch meat for his sandwiches, no doubt. Stars in Lady in Red, and in the heart of its writer and director, Gene Wilder. Funny Lady wasn't happy when the Academy all but ignored the films she wrote, directed, produced, and starred in. No, or my mistake, see who was option 4? I should have been able to answer that. It's alright. I'll get you. It's Singing in the Dead of Night, a Beatles song. Anthropologists report societies in which people believe that if someone photographs you, they steal this. What would an anthropologist have to say about this? For crying out loud. Mississippi State Bird. It's in the title of a Harper Lee novel of the South. Quoth this Poe antagonist, nevermore. He bops in the treetop all the day long, rockin' and a bobbin' and a singin' this song. Oh. We've seen this in an earlier game. Or something tangential, anyway. Or maybe I'm drawing a parallel that's not actually there. A different Robin. Only its left hind foot has any value as a magic charm. Last clue. An opening night, actors say this instead of good luck. We have is it Captains of Industry? Animal Kingdom, Broadway, Robinsons, Cops and Robbers, and Time to Eat. The Rockettes' home is this historic theater. He founded his empire with a brush he made and sold door to door. The company founded by Ray Kroc, whose policy requires a trainee to graduate from Hamburger University. Young businessman who created the Apple computer and the U.S. festivals. Did I want Wozniak? Sure did. Atlanta businessman, yachtsman, and ball club owner who is the current king of cable TV. Atlanta's a pretty big clue here. Businessman whose famous initials stand for James Cash. The Bactrian version has 2 humps. As opposed to the 1-humped dromedary. Snails have them, slugs don't. Jocular appellation for the spotted hyena. A 1-inch thick rope of its silk would support 74 tons. Trying to figure which spider in particular might they be thinking of. Named from Greek meaning first animal, it's the most primitive life form. The prefix proto, and then zoa for zoo. Machine Gun Kelly gave this nickname to federal investigators. This type of meal's name is derived from the French for to pick and any little thing. This type of meal? Oh. Oh. Picnic. Literally fucking pickets. Okay. In 38, he suggested changing Public Enemy to Public Rat because former was too prestigious. Hoover, of the J. Edgar variety. Mm-hmm. Formed by intersection of Broadway and 7th Avenue at 42nd Street, it's the center of interest on New Year's Eve. Equivalent to movies Oscar, it is Broadway's highest award. Chapter 2 was written about this Broadway playwright's real-life struggle after the death of his first wife. The theater-owning brothers Sam, Lee, and Jacob. Here's to this woman who seduced Dustin Hoffman in the film which made of a star. The film is The Graduate, and the woman Okay, game. Let's see if I need to cash in on that little favor. This baseball pioneer retired from baseball when traded by the Dodgers in 1957. I don't think I need it. Now what I referred to is that Earl of Sandwich question where I was unable to select the phrasing. For some reason, for who was didn't work. And then a computer rang in and got it. Absolutely uncool. Famous for gangster roles, he played nice guys in over 70 films. I ain't touching it. When this 18th century novel about a shipwrecked English sailor was written, many people believed it was true. Boxer born Walker Smith received his familiar nickname from a sports writer. take the stab. Sugar Ray. Depression-era bank robbers Parker and Barrow are better known by these names. (1975) Al Pacino film about a botched bank robbery that turns into a siege. A raid of the refrigerator precedes this late-night meal. Is here where I cash it in. Yugoslavia is the only communist country to belong to this international police organization. I don't think I need it. So then I'm going to cash in at Final Jeopardy or nowhere at all. Late breakfast, early lunch, or a combination of both. Call me anything you want, but don't call me late for this, which some call dinner. And the last clue. This meat, often imported from New Zealand, is associated with spring and Easter time. Yes. The significance of it. Alright, so that Earl of Sandwich bit cost me $400. With a final category of short stories, if I have to crook it, I will take from them as penalty $21,800. First off, here's the clue. In O. Henry's The Gift of the Magi, the wife sells this to buy her husband a watch fob. I do not know this. Stand by. The Gift of the Magi. The wife sells this to buy her husband a watch fob. What does the wife sell? And next time, think before you cheat me. Thanks.